Good morning. We are joined by head women's beach volleyball coach Kim Lester. Coach Lester, thanks for joining us today.
Of course.
Hey, what an amazing year. Conference champion, fourth year in a row, state title. Lots of accolades that we're going to talk about. Tell me, what does this title mean to you and what does it mean for the program?
For me, it's just the ultimate payoff of a lot of hard work and dedication of our staff and our athletes. We show up every day and put the work in, and we've been tapping on the door for a while now, and it's just the ultimate payoff, and it just feels so good to have accomplished everything that we wanted to accomplish this year.
Yeah, I remember at the beginning of the year, lots of ups and downs, right? Starting off with COVID within the team, starting off a little bit late. You and I talked about trying to find out and figure out the right combinations. How are you all able to put it together? And even more important, how are you all able to do it, peaking at the right time towards the end of the year for the championship run?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I thought really was beneficial this year is we had 1 week under our belts of
Uh-huh.
practice and we played in our first four matches.
Yeah,
So we played with the team. Half of them were very new to beach volleyball. They were just coming off their indoor season, not a ton of beach experience. And to top it off, we didn't have Maya yet.
yeah.
So we had some players who were sick. We had a player go to her sister's wedding. That's just something that you have to do is more important with family. But
Mhm.
ultimately, we just stuck to the process, Bo, and we worked hard to get better each time we were out. And the girls just go out there and put everything they have into practice and getting better.
Absolutely. And we play in one of the toughest conferences in the state. And what I always say, success, there's a lot of reasons why there's success, right? There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that not a lot of people get to see. One thing that we've known always about your program has always been being consistent.
Yeah.
Tell me some of the work behind the scenes, particularly the work of your assistant coaches, whether it's Bobby Joe, Sarah, or Bella. Tell me how important they are and what they mean for the program.
Absolutely. Well, this was kind of a rough year because for half of the year I was without an assistant on the court.
Mhm.
So it was me out there, trying to do everything. And then we got Bella about halfway in the season, and Bella was just a blessing. She's a former athlete of mine. She played both beach and indoor here at Mesa. And Bella really brings an energy that is just ignites everybody. She has a passion for what she does. It comes across with the players. She does extra things behind the scenes that I would never even think of that help just with the culture of the team. And I really think that she's a great sounding board because she's a former player and she just gives great advice that the girls can relate to. Bobby Joe is irreplaceable. Bobby Joe it works her tail off recruiting for this program. I brought her in to this program for that reason. I knew that Bobby Joe was going to be successful here and keep us at the championship level, and she's done that. She recruits and she does a lot of work to help us be successful.
Absolutely. It's like I said, it's support from everybody, from the assistant coaches to the ATs to the department heads to the ADs. That's what makes it amazing. That it's a collaborative effort in order to reach something as important and as big as a state title. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. Just one thing to add to that, I feel like we are just so well supported here at
yeah.
Mesa from the top. Our president, President Hands, is amazing. She always is out at every event supporting our student athletes and cheering us on. And so our athletic trainers are incredible. And yeah, I just can't say enough about our staff and support, and even the student athletes here.
Sure.
It's like a family here, and I feel like our culture as a department is getting stronger every
Mhm.
year, and it's a really special thing to be a part of right now.
That's amazing, and that's one thing that a lot of people talk about when they talk about the San Diego Mesa athletic program. That is a close knit family. Each team, each coach pulls for each other, and it's an amazing thing to see that technically has kind of become the model of what other programs try to copy, right? Um,
Yes.
Hey, let's talk some about the players now. Obviously, there's not enough superlatives that we can talk about the ones, Mojica and Gomez.
Yeah.
Phenomenal athletes, phenomenal players. Tell me, what separates them from the rest, and what makes them a really good combo?
I feel that they just complement each other so well in so many different areas. They have the same type of personality and drive, and they just work really well together. The things they do on the court are, they make the game look easy at
Yeah.
times. And I think what's really special about them both is they just love to play. They have so much fun. They go out there every time expecting to win, and they don't really play tight. They just go out there and rely on their training and their preparation and what they put into the
Mhm.
sport. So it's pretty special to watch.
Absolutely. And the other thing, as I always say, one element of a really strong team and a team that can win a state title is being solid all around.
Right.
We know the ones set the tone, but we can't forget about our fours and fives. Coronado and Luna were 20-0 at the four
Yes.
slot. Trina Nguyen and Bellatown went 9-0. Went on a 9-0 winning streak towards the end. Tell me how important they are, especially towards the end of the season.
Yeah, well, I knew from the very beginning that we were going to be deep this year, and we were. We had six deep, and I knew, I told the players from the beginning that this year the ladder 1 through 5 is not going to be set. I
Yeah.
could see, a team that's not in the 1 through 5 breaking into the lineup, and that's exactly what happened. Trina and Bella just kept working
Mhm.
hard all season. They didn't play much in conference, but they just kept getting better, and the dynamic that they had together was so good. And when they finally got their shot, they took full advantage of it, and they just went out there and did a really good job together to help us secure the postseason. Maria and Eva are just something special to watch because
Mhm.
they just go out and play, and they're loose and they have fun. And I was told by a lot of coaches out there how impressed they were just with their ball control.
Mhm.
So they're a very tough team because they play in system the majority of the time and make it look easy. And so I also have to give a shout out to our threes,
Of
Halen
course.
and Leah. Once we finally got them together, they just did so well and had so much fun together. They were cute to watch. They would hold hands, and they're jumping up and down on the court, and they went 19-1.
Mhm.
So we were very solid and very fortunate through our lineup this year.
Hey, Coach, question for you. I know it's early, but we're losing some really important players through matriculation. Definitely big shoes to fill. And I always say this: it's sort of a bittersweet time, right? You're at the peak. You're happy for the success. You're sad for them leaving, but then also happy because they're moving on, right? It's one of those things. Um, is it too early to know what we're gonna have next year as far as recruiting and how, in a sense, how to replenish those players?
Yeah, that's what we do here, right? We recruit kids and move them on and then start again. So Bobby Joe and I have been recruiting a lot already. We've had some really great commitments so far, and we're working on obviously more. And we have a couple transfers that are interested as well. So we'll see how that all works out.
Mhm.
But recruiting is the name of the game, and we are always working hard to get great athletes and humans into this program.
Speaking of great humans, last question for you, Coach.
Yeah.
We always talk about playing Mesa volleyball, the
Yeah.
Mesa volleyball way, play the Olympian way. With that being said, for the players looking for a program to join or take a look at, let me ask you first, what type of players are you looking for, and also why they should consider Mesa?
Yeah, we're looking for student athletes that want to come into a program that's bigger than themselves,
Mhm.
right? Like we look for a culture that's built on hard work and team. And we want players to come in here that are committed and want to ultimately buy into the program and just be, we talk about being good humans and good teammates, and we're just here to support each other and work for the team.
Mhm.
So
Well,
something bigger than themselves, here we create this great culture and this winning atmosphere. And ultimately, I want our players to come to practice every day and leave saying, wow, that was a great practice today. We got better, we had fun. And I just really want them to enjoy their time here together.
awesome. Well, that was my last question, but I also want to make an announcement.
Yeah.
We haven't put it out there yet, but wanted to announce that congratulations, first of all, 2025 PCAC Female Coach of the Year is you. So
That's awesome.
congratulations. We haven't put that out there yet. We have an article that we're preparing for it. So I believe you won this award in 2004. So this would be your second time receiving that huge honor, which is voted on by the athletic directors of the conference. So congratulations, Kim. And tell me, what does that award mean to you, having it won the second time?
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a great honor, but ultimately I can't do it without the players and the
Mm,
athletes that are in this program. Yeah, they make my job easy at times, and it's just been a blessing to work with groups over and over again who truly do buy in and just come here and compete and play as hard as they can. So it's been a lot of fun.
absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations one again. One heck of a year, culminating with a state title, also bringing along the fourth conference title in a row, and obviously now, as we had just announced, the 2025 PCAC Female All Sport Coach of the Year is the official title of it. So congratulations, and we'll
Thanks.
be talking about that a little bit more later on today when we put the article out. So once again, Coach Kim, thank you for your time and congratulations on an amazing season.
Of course. Thank you. It's one I'll never forget.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you.